seen a motor do this.
Why do you not want to wait?
This one will be big. I have tasked Uku to ride from Estonia to Latvia. How hard can it be?
We're starting here in a place that's very near and dear to my heart, in front of World Trade Service. I did a few small upgrades. I added 2 small compasses here, also have USB ports so I can charge my phone. And what this display here does is show me how much current I'm using, which will help me roughly calculate out which speed I will have to go to make the distance to Riga. And the seat, that's removable. Right now I think the most worrisome bit is sidewalks and sharp edges and things that might break my tires.
Are you excited?
No, not really. I already know that my ass and back are going to really hurt after 12 hours, but otherwise it's fairly good right now. I need to turn on cruise control, otherwise my hand is just going to kill me in like a minute.
But you've only done like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and my hand hurts so badly. A bit of a breakdown. And surprisingly, it's not this that broke, it's the car that broke. So the camera crew are going to go and change the car out. Whereas I can get to continue driving here with all these fantastic trucks and lorries constantly passing me at high speed. See you when they get back, if I'm still alive.
Hello, we are united once again. How are you doing?
Well, my ass really hurts. Really badly already. I really regret not bringing gloves actually. It's really cold.
And how's the battery situation?
It has lasted already longer than a car, so I think we'll make it to Riga, but it'll be very exact.
Maybe you want to try to take off the seat for a while to just use the bare surface of the scooter.
Probably the longest ride I've ever had. And it's like about a fifth of the drive we're gonna have today. Anyway, I just bumped up the tires to 5 bar. The tires are meant to be at 2.6, so I hope they don't explode.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Let's play a game. Look at where we are.
We've done almost 100 kilometers.
So yeah, I think it's like 6 kilometers more and we'll be a third of the way there.
How do you feel? Are you happy? Are you pumped?
I feel good actually.
Are you sure about that?
It's so much fun to drive so far. Let's look outside and enjoy the pretty ride, driving in the car.
I've noticed the whole time of this small town we're riding through, there's this amazing bicycle road. 5 kilometers, and you have chosen not to use it.
Bicycle road is constantly making like weird zigzags.
So you're saying that your safety is not as important as our challenge?
Not quite. We've made it to Pärnu. I think now it's time to eat and stretch. We're almost exactly halfway. So we've done 140 kilometers, thereabout, a bit more. And it's taken us about 7 hours, so our average speed is about 20. Which I think is okay. It's very safe to park this thing because they'd have to come here and figure out all this mess how to connect it, and it looks so complicated that I don't think anybody would. Oh, but you know, it really feels like Pärnu is far enough. But no, we're not still Riga. Latvia. We're here in the old Latvian border post. We have done 200 kilometers now, which is what Mart did when he drove from Tallinn to Tartu. And we're also pretty much 2/3 of the way there. And we still have basically 2 batteries left. It feels like we'll arrive in Riga with just like 2 batteries full. And then, what then? We'll have to drive to Poland? I've somehow just gotten used to the pain of sitting on a chair on this thing. Is it the chair? What is this? Can't wait to get to Riga and sit on something that is not this. Or this. We've used about 13 amp hours from the 3rd battery, so we should have 23 amp hours left. It is slightly scarier when the police start looking at you funny. Bugs keep flying in my eyes, and now that my hands are covered in sunscreen, it's really not making the things better. Get the bugs out and I replace it with sunscreen. Yeah, I mean, we started at 6 AM and it's now 12 hours later. Constantly sitting on that, but it's essentially like a church bench. But not so tired yet that I couldn't continue riding to Riga. Just need a small pause.
One hour later.
Latvians just drive trucks. They don't have cars. It's just constantly truck after truck after truck after truck, and they're like, wow, that was so scary.
How has this sunny sea town been?
It's alright. I mean, there's much fewer trucks here, so that alone makes it great. We used 26 amp hours from the 3rd battery, so we should have about 10 left. And then we have a whole new fully charged battery still. I think we'll make it.
Whoop whoop!
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
Hip hip hooray!
So it's just 28 kilometers to go, the 3rd battery conked out. I don't think I can make these. Yeah, these will never reach. So I'll have to connect the final battery without the screen, which is kind of okay because I know that we will make it.
How is the ass?
Bad. Very bad. Thanks for asking.
How is the back?
Very bad. You kind of just have to be in like this position. We've made it, and we have actually quite a lot of battery to spare, so I think we can do the city center, but let's see in the city center.
Everything okay?
Do you remember that when we got to the Riga sign and then there was a small downhill bit and I braked suddenly?
Yes.
I had cruise control on and I didn't remember to take it off before I braked. The brake doesn't have a cutoff. So that meant that the motor was trying to push me forward and the brake was trying to stop the motor, and the brake won. And I think that sort of fight in between the motor and the brake may have damaged the nylon cogs inside the motor. But it did this thing once before and then I got it up to speed and it kept going. So maybe if you can give me a small push. I've never seen a motor do this.
The wiring?
I think it's the wiring. Some things either just come loose if we're lucky, or some part of the wiring has melted. And if some part of the wiring has melted, then I don't really have many tools here to fix that. I can't really tell if there's any obvious faults there. I mean, all the solder joints seem to be fine and the connector seems to be fine. So if the wires melted somewhere along the line inside the installation, then we're kind of screwed. They can't fix that. But what they did do is increase the power, so maybe with higher power it will go. Hopefully it will go. So we're doing 8 now, which is annoying, but I don't want to give up. We're so close to the goal that we set. Come on. It doesn't really want to go over 8. 8 is great. Let's go 8. But we're no longer 10 kilometers away. We're 9.9 kilometers away. A very leisurely pace.
Why do you not want to work? Tell me.
We were almost ready to call it quits right now, but there seems to be a bike road across this sort of highway looking thing. And maybe on the bike road we can push enough speed into the scooter that we can go and ride it to the center. Accelerate, high speed action. Ooh, a whole 4 kilometers an hour. Why of all things did the motor have to go? Obviously the controller, I could replace the controller. I have a new controller. Like a tire broke, I could replace the tire. I don't have a motor, and even if we were back at the workshop I wouldn't have a motor because we don't have more of these motors, we only had one. And I bet you this bike road has to go to the city center, it's so large. Please go to the city center. Get me there, scooter. But isn't this a pretty place to end? Look, we have the sea, we have some nice rusty bridges. Ah! Ooh, a nice ship there, which is the cargo ship. So, we've made it here to the Riga city center, which, as we all know, is next to the ABC Motors and him. Yeah. Oh, I've heard stories about this place.
I love it here.
And this thing brought me here, to the city center.